I hate this world. Oh my god. I hate. I'm just stressed about things that have nothing to do with me. I'm gonna talk about some of the recent hate trains that have been going around TikTok. I feel like TikTok was the best thing, but also the worst thing that's ever been created. Like it's bringing us together and it's doing so much for us, but at the same time it's destroying our fucking society. Like, I don't know. Maybe if TikTok would have been given to like an earlier generation, then it wouldn't be so bad. But because we're just fucking, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like the best way to describe Gen Z would be to describe like a fucking like dragon or like a monster that's like Superman or someone. Like, when he's good, but when he's bad, it's over. And like, I feel like our generation is just really determined, but like, we don't have any like wisdom. I feel like we do things, and if we really put our mind to it, we can do anything. But 9 times out of 10, it's always something stupid. Just too easy to judge people by standards that we're not willing to judge ourselves by. And we think just because they're online that they're not people too. I don't know, it's really weird. So the first thing I'm gonna talk about is the whole Billie like hate. I love Billie. She's like one of my favorite artists. I used to annoy people about her all the time, especially when she first came out. Because I don't know. I really get happy when I like find like an artist and like I really like them and like they haven't gotten huge yet. And I'm just like, yes, I'm here, like before the hype. But she got big a lot faster than I thought she was going to. Like, what the fuck? Like, when I found her, she was kind of like on a little steady rise. And then, like, the year 2019, she's like, boom! Like, fame just got huge. And, like, for good reason. Like, I don't know. I feel like people were just ready for something without even really knowing it. They were ready for something new. They were ready for something like something fresh, for artists to come and not just be like singing like another love song, but for someone to come and just like, okay, so it was When the Party's Over. That was the video that the Lord, because I had heard about her before, and like my cousin and some other friends had told me to listen to her, and I seen Bellyache like the video, and I was like, oh, okay, it's nice, I like it, but like, I don't know, it's not, I don't know, a lot of times with artists, like I have to hear like a certain song that just grabs me and makes me like that artist and start listening to that artist. And it wasn't until she put out When the Party's Over, the video, I literally like that the experience of watching that video. I think I was just at home, like just in my bed when I watched that video. I had seen it had been on trending for a little while, and I don't really watch a lot of the videos that are on trending because a lot of times they're just stupid like YouTuber videos or like, I don't know. But when I actually like watched that video, I can't even describe how I felt. Like, it's like, you ever hear a song and you just feel like that was your song? You feel like you hear it and it's just like, that is how I feel. And it's so weird because the lyrics aren't even, they're so like broad and unspecific. Like, they're not even that like detailed. But for some reason, I felt like every single thing that she said was exactly how I was feeling at that time. And the video, like the visual, the way she drunk it, and then that was me. That was how I felt. I was experiencing so much pain, but it was because of me. It was because of what I did. But it's not like I couldn't have not done it. And that's what I feel like the song, to me, kind of visualizes, kind of shows, is that sometimes you do things and they bring you pain, but you don't have any choice but to do it, if that makes sense. Like the way your life is set up, the way the events in your life have led up to now, there are certain things that you had to do, but you know that those things were killing you. But for some reason, you still felt like you had to do it. And it's just this cycle, this destructive, horrible cycle that song just visualizes so perfectly. I'm sorry for my when the party's over tangent, but I don't know. And then from then on, like, she just put out music and I loved it. And I loved her. I loved how honest she was. Also, it was that video, a year later. At that time, it was 2019. No, it was 2018 when I watched that video. So, I think it was like the end of 2018, like December. And I watched the video of her in 2017 and then her in 2018. And I was just like, I think everybody was kind of like, what the fuck? Like, she's literally just like blatantly depressed. Like, she's not hiding it. She's not pretending. She's not sugarcoating. She's like, you could just tell that she just was at that point in like depression that I think we all kind of get to, where you just do not give a fuck. But what made it so crazy was that she was famous and she was doing an interview in front of cameramen, in front of hella staff. It just being like, yeah, like I want to just, I don't know, she was just, it was crazy. Like, and honestly, I feel like everybody was like, wow, like, I feel like that inspired people because we're always conditioned. We've been conditioned for so long to kind of hide how we feel and our sadness and our pain. And to see somebody who's literally has so much to lose just be that blatant, that honest, I feel like it just did something to us. It really did something to us. And I feel like that, along with like other interviews and some other songs that she put out, really just snatched like her audience, like her fan base. And we were just like, yeah, we're here. Like we're your fan base. What are Billie's fans called? Does she have a name for her fan base? I feel like I'm gonna feel so bad if she does, and like it's well known, and like I just okay. So Billie puts out when we all fall asleep. Where do we go? And it's a huge success. The album Phineas talks about how the album's a lot darker, and so were a lot of the sounds and stuff that they used, and I think I was kind of really into that vibe at the time too. Like I love all types of music, but dark music that is still really like detailed and like you could tell that they actually put a lot of work into it to still make it good and not just dark for the sake of being dark or whatever. That's what I like. And I feel like that's what made it still mainstream. When I say mainstream, I don't mean sound mainstream, but I mean like listened to by a lot of people and a lot of different types of people and played on the radio and recognized publicly. That's what I mean by mainstream. But since then she put out Everything I Wanted. I love that. That was also another song that like I couldn't describe to you how I felt when I listened to it, because like it's except the fact that it was just how I felt. It felt so close. It felt like it just hit so close to home. And and like to think that she was going through the things that she was going through while also still having to do press and still having really just, I don't know. It's like a line going up and a line going down. And the line going up was like her career and like success and like all that stuff. And then the line going down was her mental health. And just, and you could see it because she was not hiding it. Like, I mean, like, of course there are going to be things that we don't see, that everybody doesn't see. And I feel like she's stressed, and a lot of other artists have stressed that just because I show you things about myself doesn't mean that's all there is, you know? I'm glad to see that her mental health is getting better. But I also feel like, and I don't know why, but I kind of felt like this when The Party's Over came out. And like when that was like all the press for that was going and that was doing really well, I was like, Billie's gonna get better. And when she starts getting better, people are not gonna like her as much. And like I'm just like, and I was like, it's 2021, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, am I like a psychic or something? Like, it's literally what's happening. Like, she's happier. She put out the thing with like, she was showing skin. I was like, what are you doing? And people were losing their shit. People were losing their shit. And I feel like it's just so crazy because for so long, Billie was like, I'm not even trying to make a statement, but like if I'm making a statement, it's do what you want, wear what you want. And now that she wants to wear what she wants to fucking wear, now that she's more comfortable and she wants to wear this, people are like, oh, well, you said this last year, you did this last year. Like, she said do what you want. She didn't say do what I do. She didn't say this is what is good, this is what's right. She just said, this is what I want to do right now. And I feel like that, and that's what she's doing. And I feel like that goes with her music as well. Last year, is this 2021? In 2019, 2018, whatever, whenever she made and put out When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? At that time, she was feeling darker. She was feeling like she needed to get all these thoughts and feelings out about the darkness that she was feeling, that she was experiencing, and the night terrors and all that shit. So she did, and it was authentic. And now you guys want her to put out the shit that she put out in 2019. You want her to put out that same vibe when that's not what she's experiencing right now. And it wouldn't be authentic. And it's so crazy because people feel, no, she's said so many times, I couldn't even count the amount of times I've heard her say that she wishes that she didn't get big so fast. Because people, they have this thing where they're like, They put you up. Like, you don't ask to be put up. You don't say, like, please let me be huge. Like, no, they want to make you popular. But then they want you to do what they want you to do. And they feel like that gives them the right to be able to control you and get out of you what they want. And it's just, it's crazy, and it's really annoying. And I, like, as somebody who like wants to like go into music and stuff like that, it's kind of scary, because it's like, what do you have to pay? Like, what's the price that you have to pay to get what you want, or what you think you want, or what people make you feel like you should want? And right now, I just love music, and I want to create that and like put myself into that. It's a way to like get out all the things that I'm feeling inside. And I hope that no matter where life takes me, that still becomes the goal. And I wish people would let that be the goal for her. Let that be her thing. She said like everyone needs that thing that they have. And for her, it's music. And just let her have that. Like, I don't like every song that everybody else likes. I don't like every artist that everyone else likes, but I'm not gonna give that artist shit just because their music isn't for me. And just because her music was for you 2 years ago and it's not for you now doesn't mean that she's not still a good artist.